Hello, welcome. Happy January 3rd. Welcome to ChakraTouch Live. Who do we have with us today? Hello, say hi, where you're from, how you're doing. Hey, Dabu. Happy New Year to everybody. Looks like we're going to start off small and watch them trickle in. Hello, is it Eva or Iva? You need to jump straight in. Yes. Hello, Dabu. Iva, I'm going to put you. How am I saying it? Please let me know. Iva? Eva? Both are great. But which do you prefer, my friend? Which one was the second one? Eva, I think. Hello, welcome. Who else is here? Hello, Taboo. Gonna try something different today with the selection of people. And yes, Eva, you have missed the last time, didn't you? Yeah. But you got here on time. Hello, Mary Lou. You want to be on the list, Mary Lou? Is that what you're saying? Hello and yes? Sure. Mary Lou, thanks for following me on Instagram. Was that you or is that YouTube? I can't remember. Whatever. Wherever you followed me. Thanks. I think it was Instagram. Who else is here? Here I see my friend Nancy. Anybody else? Hi, Nancy. Happy New Year to all of you. I chose a very soothing background today. It's a little chilly here in Rochester, New York. And I just thought something comfortable and, we could sit by the fire. There's no snow here yet. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Good to see you. There's no snow here yet. I'm wishing. I don't normally wish for snow, guys. I spent 15 years in California, no snow for 15 years. And now that I'm back in Rochester, New York, the last 11 years, this year, for some reason, I want some snow because we've been denied. But it is chilly. Yes. I want snow so bad, Liz says. Who else do we have here? Say hello, where you're in from. My name's Greg Phillips. I do something called ChakraTouch. As if it's your first time, let us know. I do energy readings. It's the short answer, but as many people here, Liz, Deb, and Nancy can attest, it's much more than just an energy reading. I am actually, I call myself a spiritual energy guide. So I listen in to your chakras. And I just open myself up and witness and listen, and they start to give me images of the way your energy moves, qualities of light and movement, colors, vision, or visuals, all sorts of stuff. And I begin to describe that and reflect that back to the person having the reading. And then together, I work with you to coach you on using that energy for whatever the purpose is in the moment. So it's very much about how your energy is in the moment. I've never tried a predictive reading because I deal mostly just with what's going in the now. Liz went to school in Erie, PA, and you missed the lake effect snow. Yeah, lake effect snow can be brutal, but also pretty. Hello, Laura. Welcome from Savannah. Is that Georgia? Good old down south? Oh, Liz, thanks. She says, Greg's the real deal, y'all. You definitely want a reading healing with him. Liz, you are so sweet. How do I say that? Geraldine. Oh, wow. What a neat spelling. Laura's from Geraldine. Where are you from? What's such a unique name? Hi, Natalia. Orange County, right? My old stomping grounds, Los Angeles. Well, not exactly. I didn't go to Orange too often, but. Or is that Orange, Connecticut? Oh, Connecticut. Okay. I also lived in Connecticut at one point. Hello, welcome to everybody coming in. Geraldine's from Toronto. Say hi where you're from. We're taking names for readings today. I'm going to try something different. Although, Eva, since you did get here early and you missed last time, I might make a slight priority for you. Hey, Jess, Colorado, welcome. Geraldine wants on the list. I have never seen that spelling before. That is so cool. Natalia, I'm new to this app and new here. Welcome to Insight Timer. Wow, that's so cool. You're new and you're starting lives. It took me like a year to start doing lives. I was mostly just doing the timer at first, 3 years ago. Hello, Joanne from Toronto, Canada. You're right across the lake from me. I'm in Rochester. Hello, Leah. Oh, I love that pronunciation, from Massachusetts. Welcome. Yeah, so I didn't start lives until I started with the timer on IT. And then I noticed there was a huge library of meditation music. And so I started working with that. And then I got into the lives and started meeting teachers. And that's when I knew I wanted to be one. And a year, a year and 3 months later, and here we are. This is just my second month of doing lives. Everyone, do they? Oh, that's fun. Something, a little icebreaker. Hi, Natalia. All right, I have 4 people on the reading list. We have room for more because I'm going to try like a spin the wheel system today. So for anyone who's just getting in, my name is Greg Phillips. Welcome. I call this ChakraTouch Live. I do something called, yes, Leah. I do something called ChakraTouch. It's a gift I was given many years ago, but didn't embrace until the last year. And I use my hands and my mind and my intuition to tap into your chakras. I listen in and I witness. I don't move any energy. I don't give any energy other than love, maybe. Well, not maybe, for sure. But your energy starts to speak to me and show me visions, images, if you will, of how your energy is at play, what the movement quality is. And I start to get emotional senses and whatnot. And then we work together to guide you to whatever purpose the energy is needing at the moment. It could be freeing up some stuck thinking or some stuck energy. It could be physical, emotional healing. It could be just finding a new perspective or becoming aware of something new. So we're going to get Leah. Leah would like one. Jess. Hello, Jess. Number 6. Hi, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Charlie says he loves my energy. Aw, that's sweet. I like sweet. Anyone else for the list? I typically can get through 4 to 5 people in an hour and a half, just so that you know. So that's why I'm going to try this spin the wheel system. Something a little fun and random. All right. Liz, Natalia. It's a good Italian name. All right. That's 8 on the list for now. Very good. So let's start off with a little meditation, shall we? How's everybody feeling today? Tell me a little bit where you're at emotionally, mentally, physically, and I will tailor a meditation to that. Happy New Year to everybody, by the way, 2024. I have a feeling and have been hearing that it's going to be a very powerful year, and certainly sense that for myself. Liz is tired today, too little sleep. I relate. Too much stress at work. Okay. Happy New Year, Maria. Thank you. Laura is feeling anxious but collected. Mary Lou is relaxed, and Karen is feeling happy. I love that for you, all of you. It's beautiful just to feel. When we don't pass judgment and create stories around how we're feeling, you begin to, well, this was my experience. I began to realize that having a feeling and being able to notice it, identify it, and speak it really is where the true power comes from for me. Was just a beautiful experience, even if I was angry. I remember one time, I don't know why, I'm going to tell you this story. It's coming from me. I was in LA and I was having a particularly grumpy morning. This was maybe 15, 16 years ago. I was really struggling with finances and just my place in the world. And I didn't know what I was doing. And I was facing some really heavy stresses. And I was just a grumpy puss. I'm sure we've all woken up or had mornings like that, right? And then as I was getting ready, and I always meditate in the morning and I do other things, self-care and whatnot. And I try to treat myself well in the morning because that sets the tone for my day. And as I was getting through my morning routine, by the end of it, I realized I can either embrace being angry and grumpy, or I can fight it. If I fight it, it's just going to make it worse. So why don't I embrace it? Well, what would that look like? And I'm like, okay, well, um, I'm pissy, and actually that feels better than being depressed and scared. So it's kind of delicious to feel pissed off. So I went to the store before on my way to a meeting with somebody, and the checkout clerk was actually one of the friendlier ones. Hey, how are you? Whatever. And I said, I'm deliciously pissy. How are you? And she laughed. And I really, in that moment, as I shared that with her, and her response was of humor as well, I began to lighten. And within about an hour or two of meeting with my friend, I felt better simply because I was embracing how I was feeling. I wasn't judging it and I wasn't piling anything on. So Geraldine is babysitting and off my program, changing diapers. Oh, okay. All righty. Well, it sounds like everybody's mixed. So I think we'll do a nice grounding meditation to start. How about that? So a lot of what I do for folks that are new to my lives is I work with gentle hand placements on the various energy centers of the body, the chakras. And sometimes we do lots of different things with it. So I think today we'll start in calling for some divine support. So take your left hand, if you will, and place your thumb right on your belly button, and then have the rest of your hand be below the belly button. Here, I'll scroll back a little bit here. So here's my belly button. You want your hand to be down here, and then place your other one over. And just keep your arms nice and relaxed, gentle and lovingly placed on your belly. If you're sitting, you want to sit as straight up as you can to have the energy flow and have your feet flat on the ground. If you're moving around, just be conscious of how your feet are touching the ground that you're on. If you're laying down, be conscious of how your body is touching the bed or the couch, whatever furniture on. And just take a moment to close your eyes. And if you can't close your eyes because you're busy with things, then just move your mind, move the mind's focus down to the spot where your hands are touching your belly. And just allow your mind and your whole being to just rest in that spot. Your hands are lovingly holding your belly. This is a place of grounding. This is also a place of our life force and our personal strength and power. And we're just going to do some divine invocations here to get us started for our session. Universe, please, we ask that you bolster us with your divine courage. Give us strength in the face of adversity. Give us courage to face our fears, whether they're fears over things that we hope for and our calling and our purpose in life, or whether it is challenges that are difficult and scary for us. Please bolster us with the faith and the knowledge that you are always present and available to support us with strength and courage, even when we feel completely devoid of our own inner strength. We can rely on you and ask for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Now gently bring your hands up to the center of your chest and place them on your heart chakra. And just picture your hands or your arms lovingly holding your heart. They're deep in your heart space. They're cradling or holding your heart with love and tenderness. Here's your beautiful heart. Spirit, source, please fill our heart with your divine love. Help it to open and expand so that we can increase our ability to love ourselves and others, and increase our ability to feel whatever it is we're feeling, to be present with those emotions and present with others' hearts. Thank you for your divine love. And then gently bring your hands up to your forehead, to your third eye. Make sure your arms are nice and relaxed and your hands are soft and gentle. And here's the third eye. Third eye grants us the ability to perceive that which is not seen. The head is, of course, the area of thought and mind. Universe and source, we ask that you open our minds to divine wisdom to help clear our thinking, to help us see that which cannot be seen and enhance our perception. For it is often in our perspective that we get stuck and we forget that there are so many different ways of viewing things. And when we do find different ways of viewing things, we can see them more clearly. We don't have to solve our problems with our mind, but we can use our mind's power to assist the heart in leading our lives. Thank you for your divine wisdom. Bring your hands back down to your heart, and we're going to do 3 deep breaths in. It'll be in through the nose, and then you'll hold it for a sec or 2, and then exhale through the mouth. I encourage folks when you exhale to make it audible in whatever way, a moan, a groan, a hum, a hiss, whatever feels right to you. So here we go. Ah. 1, 2, ah, and 3. Gently shake your hands and wiggle your arms and slowly open your eyes, coming back to the moment, coming back to the now. And welcome. Welcome to anyone new who's popped in. We just did a ChakraTouch meditation and we're going to have some readings. So if you're interested in getting on the list for a ChakraTouch reading where I read your energy and then guide you on using it for whatever purpose your energy needs in the current moment, please let us know in chat. How was that meditation, guys? How'd that feel? That felt really good to me. I like to do divine invocations because it's easy for me to forget that source and the universe are always available and ready to help us if we just ask. I've been really focused lately on trying to partner, not trying. I've been really focused on partnering with the divine in all areas of my life. You're welcome, Natalia. Very comforting, Jess. I love that. Debu, it felt good to you too. Wonderful. All right. Does anyone else want to get, thank you, Mary Lou and Liz. Yes. Anyone else want to get on the list for reading? I'm using a spinning wheel to pick randomly, although Eva is going to get top priority. We'll see how the energy flows. Yeah. Yeah, Eleanor says, I really have so hard to read, a hard time, I'm assuming you're saying, to read universe signs. Yeah, I've struggled with that too over my life. And I think that right now I'm just really actively calling in that universal support and that divine support because it is always there. It is our option, it's our choice to look for it. And some people aren't visual. I don't always see things. I feel them a lot. I'm very much an emotional person. So is that a Leah? Another Leah. Okay, wonderful. Leah's getting on the list. Karen would like a reading. M. Hello, M. Double M. That's cool. Who else? Nilu. Did I say that right? Such beautiful names. Eleanor, right now I had a strange connection today. Oh. Oh, well, that's cool. You want to be on the list. Happy to do that. Okay. I usually get to 4 or 5 people in the hour and a half. So we're gonna spin and through, but Eva, because you special requested, I'm gonna make sure you get a reading. Okay, my dear. So I think what we'll do is well, let's see how the energy goes. Let's spin this. This is my first time using this. I got this from an IT friend as a suggestion, so we'll see how it works. It's spinning. You can't hear it because I have it on a separate site. Number 5. Leah, Leah. Yeah, Nancy, it is kind of fun, isn't it? Leah, you, Leah. I don't remember what your picture on your profile looks like, but are you still here, my friend? We're going to start with you. Oh, no, not that Leah. Leah, you're the second Leah. Yes, the one. There we go. Leah. That's Europe. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. 2 Leahs, both pronouncing it the same way. Okay. Leah with an Leah. What is your question, concern, topic, intention, however you want to phrase it? Go ahead and type it in chat. Thanks for understanding, Leah with an Leia. Oh, Eva, I'm glad you liked it. Intention is to find more energy balance with work. Okay, I love that intention for you. Tell me a little bit more about that. Where in your body are you feeling imbalanced? Getting a very skittery energy in your heart, but it also has a slight lyrical quality, which is interesting combination. Your shoulder and your arm, physical therapy job that just returned to after a number of years away. Okay. Wow, that sounds like a big adjustment for you. Now, are you returning to that job from being away and returning to the field? Or like, can you tell me a little bit more about that scenario? There is definitely a skittery, but also lyrical energy in your heart. You're saying shoulder and arm. Which arm and which shoulder, my dear? Yeah, returning to the field. Okay. Which shoulder? Left side. Okay, left side. I always picture the person's left side is towards me and that my left hand goes to the front of their body and the right goes to the back of their body. So I'm just going to sit with your shoulder here. Oh, your shoulder is not happy, is it? Wow. I'm getting a very prickly, like spiky kind of energy. Um, like there's a it's not an animal, but like a porcupine with lots of its spikes there. It's not moving. It's very much a stuck, spiky, owie kind of energy. Let me know if that's resonating. I don't know what kind of pain you're having. And your heart is very, very jittery. Let me see what's going on with your mind. Mine's a little racy too, kind of like a car on a racetrack. Let me know if any of this is resonating. Okay, the spiky in the shoulder feels like a good description. Is that what you're saying, my dear? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Your heart is racing. Okay. Well, your mind is racing and your heart is skittish in my energy assessment. But I'm never, in any reading I do, I'm never attached to being right. I'm just wanting to be of service to your energy in the moment and to you. So, um, yeah, we definitely have some. Okay. And you said that you are wanting more balance. Okay. Let's see what's going on in your belly. Welcome if you've just joined. I'm doing a reading for Leah right now, and then we'll be moving on to someone else when we are complete with her. Leah, what is your favorite place or thing or action for grounding? What makes you feel like supported, surrounded by love, or just comfort? Or a scene? Are you a nature person? Do you like being outside? You love the beach? You said beach, but I think you meant beach, so we'll go with that. I love the beach too. I love being by the water. It's like the mix of all the four elements. All right. So in your belly, I want you to take your hands, dear, just like we did for the meditation. Okay. Left hand on the belly. Okay. Right. Make sure that that thumb is resting on the belly button. Okay. And then right hand right over that. If anyone wants to support Leah in this, Leah is her energy is kind of, it's not all over the place. It's just a bit more hyper, and we're looking for some grounding. So if anyone is really feeling grounded right now, please join in with this guiding meditation for her, or just the guidance, if you will, and rest your hands on her belly and just focus on your own grounding and just hold her in your heart and feel your grounding, and that will go. And so Leah, I want you to just close your eyes and just rest into that belly spot. And I want you to picture yourself, well, don't picture yourself yet, but picture your favorite beach and just watch it as the waves come in gently lapping up against the sand. Maybe you have some rocks that you like to sit on, or maybe you enjoy it at sunset. You can picture any of those things that are comforting and grounding for you. I love to have a rock to sit on while I watch the water just go back and forth. It's very soothing to be in the sun and with the earth and the air and the water all in one place. And as you just sense into and watch the rhythm of the waves, you sit down wherever is comfortable and you just drop in to that rhythm, just that gentle back and forth. The waves have a certain perfect balance in the way that they move. And they flow, they don't fight against the wind or the sun. They don't even fight against the shore as they lap up on the beach. They flow up as far as they can, and they ebb back into the water. And all the time, they are one large, beautiful body of water. And let me know when you're feeling rested and restful there, safe and secure by the beach. We're going to invite the other parts of you to join you when you're ready for that. Just feel the breeze on your face, and sometimes the mist from the water splashes you, and it feels soothing and gentle. How you doing? Check in with me. Are you there? Are you feeling the beach? Where are we at? Yes, you feel good. Okay. So if you haven't found a spot to sit, just find that spot to sit. And if anybody else is feeling imbalanced in life or feeling like you're needing some grounding, you can do the same thing. Picture a different scene if you want. The beach, you can do whatever you want, but just find that gentle place to sit where you feel comfortable. It perfectly fits your butt and you just feel so relaxed and at ease there. And Leah, what I want you to do is with your mind's eye, I want you to look up, stay at the beach, but look up into your heart. Well, actually, let's go for your mind first. Look up into your mind and just picture your energy like a ball on a racetrack, like those tracks that we used to build as all the boys, I guess. I don't know if the girls did this, but I used to build tracks that little race cars could go on. It could be anything. It could be a road. It could be a track, but it's just going around and around and around. It's racing. I don't know where it's going, but it's spinning. And just reach up with your mind's eye and reach out an open and extending hand, a welcoming hand. You're inviting that energy in your mind to take a moment to come onto your hand, and it's still racing, but watch as it moves over to your hand, and it's small. It makes a smaller circle on your hand because there's less space. It's still zooming around on there, but once it's comfortably there and you know that you have it in your hand securely, then just gently bring it down. Bring it down to your belly. Picture just your hand lowering through your torso down to your belly, and then look around you wherever you chose to sit, and you find just the perfect spot for it. And you just gently release it from your hand onto that spot for it to sit. And you just watch as it slowly settles in. At first, it's still vibrating, it's wanting to move on its track, but it's such a comfortable environment and it's there safe and secure with you. And it just begins to settle in. And when you see it settle in, let me know. Tell me what it looks like, what it's doing as it settles in there right next to you at the beach. To me, I kind of feel like it melts a little. It relaxes and becomes a little gooey, not so tight and rigid. Melting in a seashell. I love that image. That's beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, Leah. You're going to reach your hand up to your heart space, okay? With an inviting, welcoming hand. And you're just going to watch. Your heart's energy is more jumpy than racy. So it's skitterish. It's sort of going like this, like it doesn't know exactly where to land. And you're just going to hold your heart in the middle of that, or hold your hand in the middle of that. And your heart's energy is just going to keep jumping around until it lands on your hand. And when it does, it's just going to stand there and bounce in place. And once it's safe and secure in your hand, then picture bringing it down from your heart, through your solar plexus, down to your belly, and look around for that extra spot to place it by you on the beach. Maybe it wants to nestle up against your leg, but just gently place it down there and then watch as it settles into the beach vibe. Good, yeah. And as you look to your left and to your right, at your mind and your heart settling in, let me know what you're seeing. And I just want you to focus on them with the utmost love, like they're little children who just need a hug. Like they're just little parts of you that are wanting some recognition. They're wanting to know that they are safe and secure and deeply loved. And just send all your love to them and hold them in your love. And let them relax with you down there at the beach. No stories, no judgment. It doesn't matter how they moved before or how they're moving now. They just are. This is your mind. This is your heart. These are parts of you. And just love them for what they are. And as you're feeling that love grow, I want you to picture what it looks like. Maybe it's a white light or a gold light. It's something you can hold in your hand. Okay. And once you're holding it in your hand, I want you to reach up through your body from your belly and just lather it on your left shoulder, okay? Just lather it on your left shoulder like you're putting a wonderful soothing ointment there, okay? You're just lathering the love right on the owie parts of the shoulder. And as you do that, picture that energy, picture that gold or white light oozing and seeping into the shoulder, and see the prickly ball just begin to, the prickles just sort of melt as the light touches them. They just melt away. Good. Beautiful. How you doing? Good work. I love that for you. Just give a gentle bow inside to these beautiful parts of you. They're all wonderful. They're all serving a purpose. The pain in your shoulder is letting you know something maybe you're not receiving because it's the left side. Maybe you're not allowing something in. Maybe you're not allowing that balance that you're looking for. And just let me know how you're doing. Oh, Natalia, you got to run. Oh, I'm sorry. That's great for you to be here. Thank you so much. Yes, please come back another time. Have a beautiful day. I think Natalia is off the list then. Leah, my friend, how are you feeling? How was that? Oh, good. I'm glad. Are you feeling complete? There's a lot going on for you there, dear. Much calmer. Yeah. I do sense that there's something that you're not receiving, right? Left side for me is often receiving the feminine, something that you're not allowing in, okay? And because the mind was so busy and the heart was jittery, okay? So the heart had like anxious energy and the mind had busy energy. As I move forward to the next reading, just consider that maybe there's a way you've been thinking about this that is generating that anxiety, and open your mind, ask for that divine support to open your mind and clear your thoughts so that you can see a different way to view this, right? Because as we just saw through your experience here, you have the ability to get calmer and get grounded, even amidst the chaos and freneticness that may be going on in adjusting to the new job. But we have control over our thoughts, right? And how we think about something, and that generates our emotions. So I'm glad you're calmer. That was amazing work. Thank you so much. Yes, you are welcome. All right. That was beautiful. Spin again. Eva, I promise that if your number doesn't come up, I will fit you in before the end. Okay, dear? So don't worry about that. Number 3. Who is number 3? Mary Lou. You're the next contestant on ChakraTouch reading. Sorry, just writing some notes. I like to try to remember. Oh, and for everyone to know, I record all my lives and I put them up on my YouTube. So a couple things to, if you're interested in following me on Insight Timer, obviously you can do that. All of my socials and links, including my calendar for one-on-one sessions, if you have any interest in privates, those are all pay from your heart is my new way of saying it. So all donation here on IT, and then my private stuff is pay from your heart. But that's all on my Insight Timer profile. And we also have a really lovely little burgeoning group on IT called the Circle of Love. Well, there's no the, it's just Circle of Love. So if you go to my Insight Timer profile and scroll all the way down the first tab, that group will be listed at the bottom. And if you want to access all my links, you go to my profile to the About tab, and then you scroll down, and that's where the link is there. Also, a great way to support teachers, just follow them, listen to their tracks, and whatever. If you feel so called to make a financial donation as an energetic exchange, I love that. I welcome it. I don't expect it, but it is always appreciated. And if you're on an Apple device, I encourage you to wait until after the stream, because they take, as you've probably heard, 30% from donations that are done during the lives. So anywho, Mary Lou, you're ready. I would like my heart to be more open. That is a beautiful intention, Mary Lou. And I think we could all identify with wanting an open heart, right? I mean, in times in life, we don't want one, right? Because we're sort of maybe taking care of a broken heart, or maybe we were hurt in some way, or maybe we're scared. And so sometimes it's just hard to be open mind or open heart. But there are some amazing benefits. Okay. All right, Mary Lou, I see your heart. I can feel it. I see it behind, well, not behind, but enclosed in a glass box, if you will. Yeah. Right, Leia? Open heart. Mm. So, Mary Lou, place your hands on your heart chakra for me, my friend, all right? And close your eyes and just picture into your heart space. I am seeing your heart healthy and happy and beating strong. It's got a beautiful red quality to it. It has been sealed away inside of a glass box, though. But I want you to picture the box and see your heart inside it. Your heart is there. It may feel closed, and you may have, maybe you created this box intentionally, maybe you didn't, but it's there. It's definitely closing off your heart area. But inside, your heart is strong. It's beating normally and strong, and it is beating healthy, and you can feel the love and the light in it. You can just feel its strength. It is vulnerable, but strong, and it is full. And let me know what you're seeing as you picture this scene in your heart, okay? Tell me about what you see, my friend. And if anyone wants to support Mary Lou through this, you can also place your hands on your heart. If you're also needing an open heart, you can use the same imagery, just like we did with Leah earlier. Okay, or if you're feeling loving and feeling happy and feeling good and you just want to share that, you can focus on your love and wrapping Mary Lou in that. Mary Lou, my friend, what's going on? I'm gonna take a quick drink while you write. Welcome to anyone who's recently joined. Okay, can you feel, let's forget about visualizing. So you see red, can you feel it beating? You see the red, can you feel that red beating? Boom, boom, it's steady, it's stable, it's strong, okay? And now, sense that it is beating, but that it cannot, like, if you think about an actual physical heart beating, right? It's kind of like boom, like, like this. It's pulsing, sort of, right? It's doing the beating. So if you're thinking about and feeling in this picture, you can feel that it wants to beat bigger. It wants to be more expansive, but that there is this box that it's in, okay? And sense into that. Don't worry so much about the visualizing, but sense into that it is stopping short of its full beat, if you will. Are we feeling that? Where are we at with that? Boom. So instead of beating all the way out, it's going boom. So it's being limited by the box. Okay, great. Keep that feeling going. All right. Boom, boom. Okay. And I want you to, let me see, where are we? Make sure your feet are flat on the floor, Mary Lou. Do you have a higher power, source, universe, God? What do you call it? What do you connect with in terms of the divine? Hi, Em. Oh, you've been called away. Okay. Yes. Oh, well, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, God. Okay. Mary Lou, place your place your right hand on your heart, okay? And your left hand up here on the crown of your head on the crown chakra. Alrighty? And I want you to feel into your connection with God through the top of your head, right? Just invite God's love and light to come down into your head and to soak into your crown until your hand is surrounded and full of whatever color this energy is, okay? Just receive God's love. Receive his divine love, his or her, whatever you identify it as. Their divine love, their divine courage, and their divine wisdom. And let it fill your left hand until your hand is glowing and tingling. And you can feel how full it is with that energy. And then I want you to slowly bring your hand down to your forehead and let that energy seep in and fill your mind, filling your mind with the golden or white glow, whatever you like. Maybe it's purple. And just gently bring your hand down your face to your throat. Watch as the energy fills the head and goes into the neck. And you're just guiding it with your hand down to your heart until it meets that red. And it just surrounds the beating heart. It surrounds that beautiful redness with a golden glow. And that glow, just focus on that glow. Focus on how much God loves you and how good it feels to be supported by God's love. God is always available and present to you. God is always there, just a moment's asking away. Ask God to fill your heart with the divine love. And watch as that golden energy seeps into the box surrounding your heart. It's no longer a clear glass box. It's a box composed solely of the golden energy. The glass seems to melt into the gold. They become one. Jess, you got to go too? Okay. Thanks for being here. Mary Lou, what do you feel in your heart right now, my friend? What are you sensing and feeling? Yes, expansion. So as that box melts into, merges with the golden light, then feel that your heart has no longer has a limitation on it, okay? And maybe at first the beat is tentative. Ooh, I suddenly have no boundaries around me. I suddenly have no limits. With God's love and God's support, I can expand even more and let it test the lack of boundaries. Let it test that external part and watch as it beats bigger and bigger, and it tests in different directions, maybe down to the sides, to your back, up, and it suddenly, it feels free to fill your entire chest with the red and the gold. This is your open heart, my friend. It is always there, available at any moment. Sometimes we have to coax it out. Sometimes we have to clear our mind of thoughts that constrict it in those glass boxes, and sometimes the glass boxes help us get through moments of tenderness and vulnerability. Mm. Good work. I love that for you. How are you? Are you complete, Mary Lou? Oh, good. You are welcome so much. Thank you for sharing your heart with all of us here on the live stream. Just take that as a relish that you had the courage, you could finally feel it. I love that for you. I just really want you to feel this appreciation for yourself, Mary Lou, because you had the courage and the vulnerability to basically share your closed heart and its expansion here with 111 other people. Like, how amazing. How beautiful that you honored us with that gift, that ability to be present with your expansion in this moment. So thank you for that. That is beautiful. All right. Good stuff. Wow, you guys are so courageous. I love that. Oh, Noni. Noni says, I'm feeling extreme sorrow right now. How intensely I love his beautiful form. Thank you for being a source of light and love. Oh, Noni, you're welcome. And thank you to Mary Lou for her source of light and love. Awesome. All righty. Wow. I just love how you guys show up for these lives and help create a beautiful environment. Okay, we're going to spin the wheel again. Let's see who is next. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Lots of new people joined. If this is your first time, say hi, where you're from, how you're feeling if you want, if you're feeling that open. My name's Greg Phillips. I do something called ChakraTouch. It's a gift that I was given by the universe. And hi from Luxembourg, Verg, or is it Verge? I want to make sure I say that right. Hello, Jasmine from the UK. You're a newbie. Welcome. Virginia? Yeah, so very cool. Hi, Debbie from New York. Welcome. You're a newbie as well. Wonderful. So Chakra Touch is a gift I was given about 15 years ago. I didn't really embrace it and accept it and say yes to it until the middle or late part of 2023. And then I came on Insight Timer in November and started lives in December. And what I do here is I do what I call energy readings. My gift is that I can feel into people's chakras and I open myself to love and to source for guidance for them. And then I can begin to see and picture the movement of their energy, how their energy is at play. And then I guide and coach them for whatever the intention or the need of the energy is in that moment. And for me, it is a beautiful, loving experience and incredibly relaxing. You can ask Mary Lou and Leia right now, but I bet they are feeling way more relaxed than they were before. So we've got some people on the list. If anybody else wants to, my heart button isn't working. Oh, I see it streaming, so I hope it's not on your end, my dear. Hi, Jerry from Long Island. First time as well. Welcome to you and Happy New Year to everybody. What a great way to start the new year together, creating a space of love and support for our own expansion. Before I spin the wheel, does anyone else want to get their name on the list? This will probably be. Hi, Cami from Ottawa. You're just across from me. I'm in Rochester, New York. Welcome to you. I'm going to spin the wheel again just in a minute if anyone wants to get on the list for a possible reading. I'm going to probably be doing. Oh, Laura. Okay, thanks for that info. Try it again, Mary Lou. Verge, we're going to put you on the list. And Jerry. Okay. I got to add more numbers. One moment, please. Cool. Yeah, you're on there, Geraldine. I'm not going to be able to get all of you, but I'm trying to do this random spin the wheel thing. Um, to see if Source actually has some say over this. I've been doing it for the last month in terms of order of how people show up in the chat. And that usually means first come, first serve, which is a fine system, but sometimes the people who come later due to schedule and whatnot miss out on a chance. So anyway, I'm going to roll the wheel. We'll stop at that. I think there's so many people. I'm not going to be able to get to all of you, so I apologize for that. I'm trying to figure out a way to fit more in, but the thing is everyone's energy requires a different amount of time, right? And I really want to hold that space for them because it's really about having that experience and me being of service. But everybody else gets benefits from it too, really. So, all right, here we go. I do privates, Verge. Yeah, if you go to my Insight Timer profile to the About tab and then scroll down, there's my link. That's my link to my link tree, and I have all my socials in my link tree. I have my calendar right there for booking. And all of my privates, they're one-on-one, either through phone or through Zoom. It's very much like this, but you get a whole hour with me we get together and we can really drill down deep. And they're all pay from the heart, which is my phrase for allowing your heart to decide how much you want to pay for those. And yeah, so you can check that out. And all of my lives are recorded. And then I put them up on my YouTube within 24 hours, unless there's a holiday like New Year's. I took a couple days off, so I didn't do any work. But yeah, if you ever want to check out a replay or whatnot, they're up there as well. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Yes, Nancy had a wonderful one-on-one, and I hope you are feeling better since then. All right, spinning the wheel. Let's see what we got, my friends. My friends and fellow seekers. Number 15. That's Jerry. Jerry, you're the next contestant on a ChakraTouch reading, although not really contestant, sorry, but the spin the wheel thing feels like one. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. You just put your name on. This is one of the benefits of having the spin the wheel, but the other is, I don't know. I'm feeling things out, guys, on how this is going to go. Someday I might create a way to do general readings for everybody. But the energy that we generate just by supporting and listening to someone else's reading can often be helpful. That's what I found. Great. All right, Jerry. It's 4:20 a.m. here. You got to hit bed. Okay, Leah. Please come back and see us again. You can have your feet on the floor, Jerry, or whatever you like. Gotta remove number 9 now. Did M say she needed to go? Does anyone remember that? I think M said she needed to go. Jerry, what can I help you with? What would your intention be for a reading today? What kind of guidance are you looking for? Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate your help there. So I'm going to take 9 and 11 off. The problem with the spin to win thing is I have to manage the numbers. Oh, well. Jerry, how can we be of service to you today? What are you working with? You're laying on the bed. That's fine. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Jerry says she's laying on his bed or is Jerry a girl? I'm sorry. The matriarch of the family. Oh, you're a guy. Okay. Sorry about that. I try to be conscious of that, but it's hard to know with some names. Your aunt just passed away yesterday. How close were you? Very close. And what are you feeling? Godson and only nephew. Good. Yes. She is already watching over you. I love that. Were you able to spend some time with her before she passed? Jerry, you have such a beautiful heart. Oh, okay. Well, what would your intention be for the reading? What kind of support and guidance might you be wanting or feeling today? You have just a beautiful heart space, Jerry. I can feel how full it is with the love for your aunt. Hmm. All right, I'm inspired to do something that I call, for those who've heard of this, it's called a love bomb. And we're going to do this together, okay? All 124 of us are invited to do this. This is a beautiful form of this work. So, Jerry, I want you to, while you're laying there, do you have easy access to your chest? If not, just roll onto your side or your back, and just make sure you can place your hands right here, very lovingly on your chest, okay? Right on your heart chakra. And I want to invite everybody to join in this. If you are in a place where you are feeling sorrowful or heavy-hearted, where you are having trouble seeing through a life situation, where you could just really use a lot of love right now, then you can also do this. And if anyone else is feeling love and happiness, you can support us by doing this as well. Obviously, this is optional, but I invite everyone to join in. So place your hands on your heart, and I just want you to picture with your mind your hands reaching into your heart space and lovingly holding your heart, cradling it in your arms or in your hands like we did earlier. And there's your heart, tender and open, beautiful and full. And just feel the love, the support of your hands around your heart and your heart space. It's just holding a space there for your heart to be in whatever shape and form it is, allowing it to be however it feels. And as you're holding your heart, gently bring to mind something, someone, a person, place, or thing that you love, that you just love so purely and deeply. In your case, Jerry, I encourage you to focus on your aunt. And it's the kind of love that has no stories, no judgment. There's no thinking about it. It's just so easy and immediate. Oh, I love that person, place, or thing. And just hold them in your heart with your heart there. Hold them in your hands and allow that love for that person, place, or thing to be present with you. And as you feel that, begin to think of other people, places, and things that you just purely love. Begin to bombard and barrage your heart with those. And if you want to list them in chat, please feel free to do so. I'm going to speak some of mine out loud. You are welcome to do that as well. I love how people show up on Insight Timer. They show up for themselves and they show up for others. I love how Insight Timer has created community with amongst us across the world, really. I love Christmas lights and how they glitter and shine. I love Christmas decorations and creating decorations for Christmas. I love gathering with my family for sweet and precious moments. We play games together, and I love playing games with my family and friends. I love waking up from a deep, restful sleep and just feeling that sense of complete restfulness. I love pineapple juice. I love really yummy cookies. My favorite are oatmeal. And just continue to bombard your heart. Eva says, Vanya, my beautiful friend who passed away due to breast cancer, age 47, I miss you so much. Just feel the love for each person, place, or thing that you bring up. Pure love, no stories, no judgment, absolute deep appreciation for them, and bombard your heart with it. Maybe you have a favorite book or a favorite chair that you love to sit and read in, a favorite place that you go to walk. Just bombard your heart with that. And watch as your heart fills with love. You're filling it with your focus on all the things that you love. Your pure love fills your heart. And anyone who's feeling their heart full of the love, feel free to reach out and extend a hand to the back of Jerry's heart. And Jerry, just take in that loving support, both from yourself, from the divine, and from everybody here, extending love out to you. Love is the most powerful force that we know as humans. It is the highest vibration available to us right now on the planet, and it is our ability to access that at any moment that brings it in. When we love another person, it's not so much about that other person, but about the experience of that in ourselves. And so the love bomb cultivates that so that we can move forward with love in our heart and courage and the ability to face anything. There is no loss in death. There is only a deeper connection to those who have gone on ahead of us to be with Source, to be with God, to be with the divine. And they are here with us in our hearts. All of our guides and angels are here in our heart. And take a brief moment to gently lean over and whisper into your heart, you are safe, you are secure, and you are deeply loved. All right, Verge. Good to see you. Thanks for being here with us. Slowly come back to the moment, my friends. Bask in that love and that beauty and that joy. Jerry, how are you, my friend? How are you feeling? Hopefully that gifted you with the support you need to move forward these next few days. Wonderful. Hopefully you were able to receive all of that beautiful love. Jerry, I believe your heart is so beautiful. You have such a beautiful heart space. Just remember to tap into that friend as you go through this. Your aunt is with you. All of your guides and ancestors and angels are with you in your heart. And as you go through the services and you feel your own sadness and whatever, you actually can also tap into and feel the love and appreciate the presence of both emotions. When we are present with all the different emotions that we have, it was once taught many, many years ago that when you can feel more than one kind of emotion, that's a sign of emotional health, really. Excellent. Love that for you, Jerry. Thank you for sharing your heart space with us. And I'm going to spin to see who's next before our final person, who is Eva. But we'll have one more before her. So let's see what we get. Emotional wholeness. It is okay to feel sad and love at the same time. It's okay to be angry and loving with a person. It's okay to be scared and find love. It's harder to access love from a place of fear and depression and anger, but it's doable. Ah, number one. Guess who's number one? Eva. That's so funny. The wheel spun you anyways. Isn't that amazing? The wheel spun you. Hi, Steph. Good to see you, my friend. Nice to have you here with us. You're just getting here? Yay, Eva finally gets to go. Where's Jerry? There we go. Right. Aunt died. Whoa, here we go, Eva. I've been trying the wheel spin, Stephanie, inspired by what Rev J did on Friday. I'm not sure how I like it yet, but I don't, you guys let me know. Is it feeling okay? I mean, feels okay to me so far, but I haven't final decided what I like about it. All right, Eva, let me read this. Eva says, I feel as if, yeah, it feels like the price is right. Yes. Thanks, Stephanie. It's a fun way to think about it. I feel as if I have a block in me, stopping me to fulfill my full potential, Eva says. This is due to CPTSD. Can you write and tell me what that is? I'm assuming it's post-traumatic stress disorder, but I don't know what the C means. I've encountered during my childhood. I remember an incident in particular where I was working really hard on something. My mom came into my room and said, "You'll never succeed." And I failed the thing I was working on. My mother never thought highly of me. I often felt as if I'm not lovable or important. So there is this annoying block. I'm aware of it, but I can't shift it. I've dived deep over a year ago to reprogram, so I'm quite proud of myself, as you should be, Eva. This block and people-pleasing over giving is an issue that I'm working hard on, but I feel I need some help. Okay, let's just everybody, yeah, it's okay, complex PTSD. Is that what the C means? Thank you for letting me know. Geraldine, maybe not your day, but Eva's not last. This was going to be second last. So let's see how this goes, Geraldine, okay? Okay. Eleanor, thank you for the hearts. Eva, this. I just want to honor and acknowledge the depth of vulnerability from which you have just shared with us. And I want you to just sit with that for a moment, okay? You have just opened yourself up to us and ultimately to Source, asking for guidance. That moment of courage and vulnerability is truly beautiful. And I relate to a lot of what you shared. I grew up with a very critical father. My poor dad grew up in the foster systems. He lost his mom when he was around 4 or 5, and his mom died from an ear infection, which he also had at the same time. And my poor father, oof, little block in the throat there. My poor father had a very difficult growing up, and he never had anyone like us to share how he felt with. He had nobody to guide him or teach him about emotions. He was a devout Catholic, so there was a rigidity in his thinking in certain aspects. And as a child, he was very critical of me. He asked me to go mow the lawn. I hated mowing the lawn. And I would invariably, because I was a kid, mess up and do something, because as a kid, I didn't have the level of attention to detail or care for it. I just wanted to play. And he would chastise me and criticize me for parts of that I would miss, and other things. Nothing ever as harsh as saying you're going to fail, but a very similar level of criticism. It took me many, many years until one day he was in the hospital. He had just had a valve replacement. And this was, gosh, 30 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. I was in my 30s. I'm going to be 60 next month. But I came to visit him. I flew across country from San Francisco to Boston to see him in hospital. And when I walked into his room, for the first time in my life ever, I saw a frail, vulnerable man. And I realized he's just another one of us, somebody who wanted love and didn't get it or didn't see it. But he gave it to us. As critical as he was, he gave it to us. And so, Eva, let me see what your energy is here. I'm telling that story. Why am I telling that story? Source guides? What was that about? Okay. My guides are telling me when I talk to them, I have a place I meet them in my heart with a campfire in a beautiful forest, and they're telling me that the story was about allowing. Now, some of you have been to my lives before. You've heard me talk about loving allowance. Oh, Geraldine. Wow. Eva. Yeah. Eva, have you, oh, you're newer here, right? Okay. So loving allowance. Let me just tap in first. Loving allowance is so important in our lives, my friends. So loving allowance is a concept that I learned about 15 or 16 years ago from an entity that a friend of mine channels. His name is Dr. Peebles. And he would always open his sessions and say, we encourage you to have loving allowance for all things to be in their own time and place, starting with ourselves. So what does this mean? It's deeper than acceptance. So at first I thought my guides were saying that the story was about acceptance, but allowing is much deeper from that. First off, it comes from the perspective of love, right? So it's when we work with acceptance, sometimes we can get into a perspective of acceptance just by working with our thoughts, right? And that's okay, Geraldine. So we can reach a level of acceptance, and there are different levels, right? There are different depths to acceptance. Allowing is like one of the deepest levels of acceptance in my experience. And it is really about bringing love to light a situation. So using the light of love to view a situation, but also being present with it, fully present with it, right? Allowing things, all things, the good, bad, the ugly, to be, not to be the way we want them, but to just be the way they are. And so your block, Eva, you've been doing amazing work on it. Amazing work with it. So let's just shift our thinking, right? Tell me whether you are with me on this. So you've been working on it, right? Which is good, but it is also very much sort of like viewing it as a separate thing, and I'm going to work on this. It's a separate thing. It's my block. It's my block. There's my block, and I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. So almost like an outside influence working at it, and you've made progress. But as you've noted in your wonderful, beautiful description, It's still there, and you are wanting more, and we don't know exactly what. Let me know if you are resonating with this, please, my friend, okay? I am sensing something in your throat. This notion of loving allowance is really encouraging us to lovingly look at the things that, even the things we don't like and the things that we love and want, and allowing them to be as they are. So how can we do this with your block, my friend? You're welcome, Chrissy. Hey, Jerry. Good. Eva, are you still with us, dear? What's going on, my friend? Hi, Sonia. It's so good to see you. We're working with Eva right now. If you want to lend her some loving support, we're trying to work on a block she has. Just check in with me, Eva. Okay, you can feel something in your throat. I do too. There's a density, and I have not been able to isolate the quality of it yet. Okay. How are you resonating with what I'm sharing about allowing? Okay. Let me know where you're at with that while I sense in deeper here. There's other ways to consider and view allowing, my friends. So one of the ways that we can do it is people talk about embracing these challenges, right? I talked earlier about embracing that I was angry that morning, and I started saying I was deliciously pissy, okay? That my story about seeing my dad in the hospital bed, frail and vulnerable, in that moment, I was able to make an energetic connection with him on his vulnerability of weakness and vulnerability, not even a weakness, a vulnerability that had been there his whole life because of the loss of his parent, right? And the challenges of his growing up in a foster home. But in that moment, I was showing up with love, with a loving heart, wanting to be of service to my dad. So we can do that with our blocks and our challenges too. How can we show up with a loving mind and heart, with the perspective of love for our very own blocks and challenges? And instead of piling on pain and judgment and stories and suffering on them, embracing them and holding a space of allowing for them so that we can then actually see a better picture, a clearer picture into what they are. And so let's do that with your throat right now, Eva. Eva says, it came the other day. My inner child said she's ready to go, that she can see it's not her truth, that she accepts and let go. It's not her truth. Yes. So you are definitely on the way here. So let us tap into that energy in your throat and let's see what's there. There's a denseness and a darkness that I see. It is kind of a dense cloud, and I hear a soft voice in the distance. It's a scared and sad, soft voice, but it is a sweet voice. I can feel how hurt your inner child is and how it wishes to speak up and be seen. But there is a dense cloud there around it. Mm. But in your heart, Eva, your heart is full. There is a beautiful, beautiful, bright sun in your heart. Bring your focus and your attention to your heart. Place your hands there for me, my friend, and just look inside and see that beautiful, brilliant sun. It's big and it shines with a fullness and a power. This is you. You are love. You have cultivated love in your heart. As you have worked on yourself, you have built your self-love, and the love of the divine is there with you. And feel into, just sense that brilliant, beautiful sun. It's almost so bright you need sunglasses, but you can look at it. You can observe it and hold it in your mind's eye. And let me know as it fills your heart what you are feeling and seeing there in your heart, my friend. And if anyone else is struggling with a block, please join in with this. Picture the sun in your heart. Picture this bright, strong, beautiful sun with all its sunshine. Yeah, the inner child doesn't necessarily have to go anywhere, Chrissy. She can be loved, welcomed, and embraced exactly as she is. That is the essence of loving allowance. Yes, there it is. All right, Eva, here we go. Tap into that, my friends. If you're joining in with that, either in support of Eva or in support of yourself, wherever your blockage is, Eva, we're going to work with yours, but other people can guide this sunlight to wherever their blockage is or wherever their physical pain or mental pain is. Okay, so Eva, in your case, your heart is so filled with that love. We are going to send a sunbeam up to your throat. Just picture that sunbeam sending up to your throat. It's so natural. The beam of light is so smooth and gentle, and it pierces that dark cloud for a moment. And it lights a path to your little child. She's there, just sitting in the dark. She's been waiting. Like Chrissy said, she doesn't have to go anywhere or do anything. She's just there. But now we have a clear path to see her, and let the light bathe her where she's sitting. Let it surround her. You don't need to clear the whole darkness away. You just need to bring a little light into the situation and a little love. And there's your little child. And as you bathe her in that one sunbeam, she looks up at you and smiles. Such a sweet smile, just a precious child. And you lean forward very gently in your mind until your lips are just next to her ear, and you whisper, "You are safe, you are secure, and I love you." And she spontaneously jumps up and hugs you. And just embrace her, Eva. Just give her the biggest, warmest hug, like you're hugging a little child or a puppy dog or one of your cats, or just anything that you love, or hugging your favorite pillow. Just hold her in your arms and let that sunlight continue to stream in, covering both of you, warming both of you in that embrace. And be with that hug, a long, beautiful, loving hug. And as you slowly move away with your hands still lovingly on her arms, look in her eyes and say, "What do you want? What do you need?" And tell us how she responds. Hmm. Yeah, I want to be loved. Take her hand, Eva. Send her all the love that you have right now. She is you. You are love. She is love. She's just one piece of you, one piece of us, my friends, that we've tucked away for whatever purpose it was. And there's no stories or no judgment here. We tucked it away for a reason. It doesn't matter what the reason was, but we needed to tuck it away. We needed to place that piece of ourselves somewhere safe, so that the bad or what we didn't like or what hurt us couldn't reach us anymore. And now, as adults, as grown people who are motivated, encouraged, and inspired towards spiritual growth, those parts of ourselves wish to be acknowledged, just acknowledged. They won't go anywhere until we acknowledge them. And here you are holding her hand. And you guys don't even have to go anywhere. You can just sit there and you're holding her hand. with all the love in your heart. And as we sit together with you and with her, it's so beautiful. She is so precious. Eva, you are beautiful and precious. And you look down at her and you sense that she wishes for something else. What is it that she's wanting? Does she want to go with you? Does she want you to stay there? What is she needing to say to you? She has a message for you. She has a message for you, Eva. What is it? My guides are cheering you on right now. They are having a blast cheering you on. Look her deep in the eye, Eva, and tell her that's impossible. For you are me. You are with me at all times. And ask her, do you want to come with me? There's more light elsewhere. Do you want to go see it? Tell her she can stay with you for the rest of eternity. Welcome her to join you on your journey. This is partnering with your parts, my friends. This is partnering with the divine. This is loving allowance. She wants to stay with you or in your throat. She wants to stay with you. Clarify that for me, my friend. She wants to stay in your heart. Well, you guys are still in your throat, so you're wanting to walk her to your heart, Eva? This is all your choice. You guys can stay in the sunlight there in your throat, or you can go down to the heart. Where do you want to go? My, thank you, Sonia and Chrissy. You're not sure. Okay, stay in the throat for the moment, my friend. Your little one is with you, hand in hand. Eva, you have all of our support here, okay? 155 people loving and supporting you. I'm sensing that going to the heart is our path, and we can go as gently and as slowly as you want, okay? So hold the hand of your loved little one, okay? And you two gently stand up. She's scared of the dense, dark cloud that still remains in the throat, but she's holding your hand, and as long as you hold her hand, she's not as scared. And just picture that beam of sunlight like a path leading from your throat to your heart. And just look at her lovingly in the eyes and say, we're going to just take a step at a time, okay? She is scared, but we're with you and you're with her. You can do this. It's not a long journey. It's a potent one, but it's not a long one. Ask her if she trusts you. Tell her you believe in her. She trusts you. So just in your mind's eye, there in your throat, picture the Sunbeam Road. It's almost like the yellow brick road in The Wizard of Oz. It twists and turns a little bit, but they're not very big. And just begin to take a step. Just look down at her and say, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And just keep repeating as you walk, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, and slowly and gently make your way down the path. And as you do, watch your surroundings as you hold her hand. There's so much beauty around you. Even in that dark, dense black cloud, there is a quality of this beautiful black color. And there are little specks of light that seep in, things you didn't see before. And as you pass along the road through the dark cloud, you come out to an open space here in your clavicle at your shoulders. And just picture whatever it is unfolds for you. I'm seeing a beautiful scene with gorgeous, lush greenery and trees and flowers of brilliant, beautiful colors as you walk down this path of sunlight towards the center of your heart. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, until all of a sudden you've arrived with her in your heart. And she is beaming up at you with such joy. Thank you for coming to get me. Thank you for coming to get me. I'm not alone anymore. I know that I will always have you. And she jumps up in your arms and whispers in your ear, and you will always have me. We will always be together. And she jumps down and she skips her way into the sun as her body merges with the sunlight. And you are made whole a little bit more. Oh, Eva, thank you so much. That was really moving and so beautiful. You are a beautiful soul. Yeah, she's playing now, Eva. She skipped and jumped and frolicked her way into the sun. Ah, wow. I feel so honored and touched for you to share that with us today. My guides are really happy for you and really proud for you. You just did some major reintegration. And I love that for you. I love that for you. Just let the tears come, my friend. Let it flow. Release, release, release. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Ah. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Thank you for supporting all of our reading participants. I hope that you all got something from the live today. And please, I do invite you to follow me for future notifications. I'm going to be working on some new tracks this week and next week. It really was, Jerry, something beautiful. Eva says the story you shared. No, Sonia, wait. Eva says, I can't stop crying. It's so beautiful. Sonia says, Eva, the story you shared is so similar to what happened to me working with my inner child and giving her acceptance as love and love that she desires really helped. Yeah, Sonia, so true. Eva says, I'm so grateful for the reconnecting. Nancy says, beautiful. And Eva says, thank you, Divine. Thank you. I knew we needed to connect today, Greg. Yes, Eva. I'm glad you did. I'm glad the wheel picked you, but I was going to pick you no matter what. So even just in that, look at that. Just look at what happened. I committed to you that I would do a reading for you today. And yet Source picked you on the wheel anyways. If that's not evidence of divine love and support, even in this silly use of this spin the wheel thing. I don't know what is. How's everybody doing? That was so powerful. I'm not going to close with our normal thing. I'm just going to invite you to follow me on Insight Timer if you're new to my work. If you are wishing to dive deep on something, I invite you to join me for one-on-ones. They're really beautiful experiences, and I welcome and receive you wholeheartedly for that. You can find my link to that in my Insight Timer profile under the About section, the About tab. That also leads to my socials. If you want to rewatch this, Eva, you might need the replay. I will get it up this evening. Hopefully it'll be done in time. It's going to be a pretty big recording. But I am so grateful and appreciative and loving that people show up this way. And I love the community that we're building. So thank you for being here. Let me see what else everyone's saying. Chrissy, I feel a cool breeze flowing. It's beautiful. I love that. Laura, thank you, Greg, and everyone for your vulnerability. True. Yes. Amazing. Amazing vulnerability. Eleanor, it was so beautiful. The last year, me and my inner child became best friends. That's another way to think about partnering with our parts, right? Still, this was so powerful. Eva and Source showed 44. Wow, that's cool. I love double numbers. We were meant to connect. Yes, indeed. Sonia, so happy for you. Congratulations. Enjoy it. My friends, it's been over an hour and a half, and even though I love doing this and love being here with you, I do need to honor my need to get going. So, love yourselves, my friends. If you cannot love yourselves, focus on something that you do love, some person, place, or thing, and love bomb yourself. Oh yeah, one of my new tracks. I'm going to be doing the love bomb as a short meditation track. It's going to be a free one, an Insight Timer. So I'm really feeling good about it. I haven't started it yet, but I'm really thinking that that's a tool that we're all going to want to have access to. So hopefully that'll be out in the next week or so. Yeah, I love a good love too, Eva. I'm sending you a big hug, my friend, and to all of you, have a blessed evening. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm live again Friday at 4:44 p.m. Eastern, and then again next week. So if we didn't get to you today, please come back or contact me directly and just carry this amazing love forward in the rest of your day. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Thanks for being here and be well. Bye-bye.